Excitement, well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The NFC takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. For the NFC, boy, you talk about a dynamic set of backs and receivers. We'll see Zeke later on, but Saquon Barkley, Todd Gurley, they're your starters. That's 1, 2, 3 in the NFL in rushing last year. And then how about out wide? Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, Zach Ertz leading a deep group. Weapons galore for Drew Brees and the other NFC QBs. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The starting defense now for the AFC.
And as expected, there's speed and talent everywhere you look on this Pro Bowl roster. Let's keep an eye on the secondary because they're going to be tested in a big way. It's the Pro Bowl. Not many running plays. The ball will be in the air on almost every snap. Fortunately for them, roster full of cornerbacks who are used to playing on an island.
NFC South to NFC South. Brees to Julio Jones for a first down. All that only nets him a yard. It's second down. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right, and that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then, they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham. Nickname, Automatic.
Brees now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 30. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Brees. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brees. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. From 13 yards out. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. This will be fielded at the 8. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. Still going. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Flush to his right. And it's a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right?
Yep.
They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. So from the 39.
We'll ask that of our guys as we send you back to Camping World Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first. And they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Philip Lindsay, 60 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. That's what we want right there. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and on the counter. Gurley